Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today I'll be talking about another character within this game. And today's character will be this girl here, goes by the name Fuschia. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, here's the thing: I have played this character about 30 times, more than 30 times, I guess, to gain ranking. But that is not the case. The case is how does this character perform in terms of her ability and her weapon. So this will be the first thing. Okay, so the first thing that I'll be doing is to checking the weapon. Now go for recoil, not speed control. Speed control is only good if you are a sniper player. If you are using this, then I guess you are even more higher top level player than I am. But for me, I go for magazine capacity. Now there is this one which is called rate of fire and base damage. Now this character can perform very well in rate of fire. I always try to go for rate of fire, but you can choose this one. Okay, and you can choose this one. Like for this benchmark, I will choose this one. Okay, now stringified damage or headshot. If you are a new player, stringified damage makes sense, but if you are a veteran player like I am right now, then going for headshot is a very good idea. After selecting all of this is a 15-meter distance. Let's see how accurate it is. So as you can see here, the accuracy of this weapon is actually very good. Okay, so if the accuracy of this weapon is actually very good, then the second thing that I must need to do is to test it here. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, these are the three distance. So let's say this is the short range. It isn't, but suppose this is the short range. In the short range, she can do very well. In the mid range, she can also perform very well, and in the long range, she can also perform very well. Okay, now I know that uh, that one survived, but overall you can do it very well. Okay, so the question remains is what is her pattern? Like why did I not able to shoot the furthest one very easily? So here's the pattern. If I have to shoot continuously, the weapon goes to the right. If the weapon shot goes to the right, always go for the left. Okay, so that's basically how it goes for this character. Now after all of this is done, the overall question remains is how much damage was she doing. Like I even didn't realize how much damage she was doing. Sorry about that. So let's see. So the amount of damage she was doing is about 810. So if she is capable of doing 810 damage, what the? Oh, sorry about that. So in a 15-meter distance, the amount of damage she does is 780. Okay, that is bad. No wonder. Okay, so in terms of her damage, that's the only thing. I think it is lower. Now I cannot give her a lower position because of this damage output, because here are some characters, okay, like who can do damage just below 800, but they are extremely good. So from that point of perspective, this one is good. But why would I put this character here instead? Because of her active skill. Now what is her active skill? Her active skill gets activated like this. So when it gets activated, I can only see the enemy once. Okay, so if I can see the enemy only once, about a few seconds, and then goes away, why does they go away? They go away because when the enemy's HP are full, you can only see them for a short period of time, but if the enemy has some sort of damage already taken, then they will stay active for the highest amount of time, but it will depend on how much HP they have left. Okay, if the HP is below 100, then only then this works. Otherwise, if the armor is below 100, then this doesn't work. So from that point of perspective, this active skill is having a lot of problem. First of all, obviously it has a duration, which is not the problem. Duration is long enough, but the problem is if I cannot see the enemy, for the entire moment this stays active. What does this mean? It means that compared to her wall detection capability is a lot lower than any of the other character within this game. Because of this reason, I have no other choice but to give this character lower ranking because of that exact reason. Okay. Now another thing is okay. Nah, that is the whole thing. Okay. So another thing I remember, if I think correctly, is the ultimate. So what does this ultimate do? Okay, what does this ultimate do? Ultimate basically increases her overall uh, rate of fire. It increases the overall rate of fire and allowing her to have active skill to highlight enemies within her vision and absorbing energy crystals to extend the skill duration. Okay, so overall what is happening? Her weapon has been amplified. She is getting bonus HP and healing is also in charged form. So that's basically it. It is basically the active skill. Now it is ultimate. I do not know how that happened. And anyway, so the only thing that is actually useful is her passive. Her passive is the one that causes her to drop the crystals. So whenever she drops the crystals, okay, if if I were to go a little bit near that crystal, I will automatically be absorbing it. Okay, so that's basically how this thing work, this character work. So from that point of perspective, skill wise, she has the problem, and because of this reason I had to give this character a lower ranking here in this place, because this character is fine in every perspective except her active skill and ultimate are basically the same thing, and her active skill is the problematic one, and that's basically why I would say that this character is not that much worth it. Okay, now let's talk about the awaken skill. So when it comes to the awaken skill, okay, so the awaken skill, before talking about the awaken skill, the question is what can we do here? So apex predator is basically cooldown or duration, nothing else. Okay, so everything stays the same, but the cooldown is higher or maybe the duration increases. Okay, that's basically how it goes. So in cases like this, you might want to select cooldown and recovery rate. This is the good one. This is the good one because the recovery rate increases. If the recovery rate increases, in my case, this is very good. Okay, this is the only good one, and that is the passive skill. Okay, only the passive skill is the best one for this character. Now select this. After you have selected all of this, the overall thing that will be getting activated is the awaken skill 1. So what does awaken skill 1 does? Greatly expands the range in which Fuschia can absorb the crystals. So if I were to shoot there, now it will be able to get to me even fast. But there is a limit, but eventually my radius has increased to the point that even I can do long range shots and their crystals still comes towards me. So that's basically how this one works. Okay, and what about the active skill 2? Fuschia auto recovers the first time she knocks down, and truth to be told, this is the best one actually, because in games like uh, demolition match or maybe escort mission, these ones actually become very useful. Like I at first I didn't knew, like didn't I shot her, why is she up back at the time when I didn't knew that this was a function. Okay, so what is awaken 3? What does this do? Fuschia active skill briefly slows enemy within the area of effect. Now this is also good, but if you were to ask me, okay, which one is better, I would say this one is better in terms of what should I call it, demolition match. And for escort mission, this one is good because this one will basically slow down the enemy, but tactical wise this one is the best. Okay, so overall what is my conclusion for this character? The conclusion is I'm not done yet. Let's talk about the grenade. So when it comes to the grenade, my favorite is frag grenade and windstorm grenade. But for a character like this, what you should be going for is a smoke bomb, because if you are gonna be using this character, you are using this character because of her ability. What the heck? Why is she producing lava? Like, why is she producing that love hormone? What does that mean? I do not know. Let me check. Okay, so HP bonus. Oh, okay, HP bonus. So because HP bonus, not heart. Like if the symbol of heart and love are basically the same, that's the problem. Anyway, so her overall HP has increased. Okay, why does it increase? When you basically eat one of the crystals, it will basically increase, and this is have to do with the passive. Okay, so don't get confused with the active skill. It is the passive. So when it comes to the grenade, you will be using this character wall hacking capability or enemy detection capability, and use the smoke bomb to hide yourself, and that is basically the best option. So overall, the question remains is my assumption of this character qualification gonna stay in the A rank? Yes. Will it go down? No, because her overall weapon damage output is good, accuracy is very good, and the passives is very good. The ultimate and the active skill are basically the same, and the active skill are not that much worth it at all from my point of perspective. But if you were to activate the active skill, only then it becomes good. Whereas for our characters as this type, okay, what happens in their case is even without their awaken skill, they are extremely good. And by the time you try to get active, all of these, these are basically not very good in terms of their ability. Okay, these two are very hard to control. This one's active, passive are horrible. Sorry, active and ultimate is horrible, but the passive is great. Same with this one. And this one's is active skill is you can't activate it all the time. Okay, so that's the whole issue here. So from that point of perspective, I would say that this Fuschia character will definitely fall into the A rank always. Okay, now let's go to this part here, and let's see what type of costume she has. So we know this type, right? These are all alternative. Oh, so okay. Yeah, these are also alternative. So let's talk about this one. So this is not my type, and truth to be told, this is the only one that I feel like I need to own, but I am unable to do so. And the last one will be, where did it? Here it is. And the last one will be this one. Now, truth to be told, from every point of perspective, this is the only one that looks good. Rest of the other, for my case, doesn't look that much good. Okay. Now there are many flavors as well. This is blue. Okay, this is base skin. Okay, this is base skin, and this is the blue, and this is the orange or maybe yellow. This is the pink, and this is the purple. I have not seen a single player use this one or this or this. They have all used this one. I do not know. Are you guys dumb or something? Like, why don't you guys use the other one? I have no idea. Anyway, so this is overall my conclusion. She's a very good character. You can play and have fun with this character. Everything is fine, but the only problem she has is her active skill is not that much worth it. You'll need it, but it's not good compared to other characters who have the same wall hacking capability. So from that point of perspective, I would say that when you use this character, just careful with her active skill, because from my point of perspective, it is not worth it. Which is why I don't actually play this character a lot. My favorite character is Nobunaga, but Audrey gave me a certain vibe. That doesn't make sense. Audrey can survive a sniper attack easily. Like, how did that happen? Doesn't make sense. So this is overall my conclusion. So if you like this video, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you, and see you again next time.